is my puppy dog. This is my puppy dog. He's a cute puppy dog, and I love that puppy dog a lot.
Hello and welcome out to this week's Gamers Council. I'm your host, WEBDAVE, along with my co-host, my favorite Jedi, Hargeet Chani.
Hey, guys. Another week. Lots of little fun news. I don't know if people caught a nice little thing to do with Lemon on, I think it was Thursday, where we talked about Superman. You can go check that out. My thoughts, total spoiler cast on Superman, but yeah.
Excellent. Yeah, Hargeet, it was actually really good. I got the Superman poster, obviously from my daughter, but I forgot to put it up before the show started. So I'll have it up on next week's show for sure. But I actually have it in there along with about 15 other posters that I need to put up. But I put the new ballerina poster up right there. Yep, Diarmas, have mercy. But so guys, we're going to have a good show tonight. We have some very special guests with us tonight. We have the one and only Axel 1324. Axel, buddy, welcome to the show.
Hey, thank you so much for having me, WebDave. I appreciate it. And yeah, I love being here, man. Thank you so much.
Dude, you're welcome. You're after the move, which you've been here several times before.
Yes.
There was one time that you were on. It was right when you first moved, and the only thing you had in your corner of your room was a little plant. So
Everything was packed. And I would put different things in the corner. I would put like a plant, and I put like a Lego, just some random thing that hadn't been packed yet.
yeah. So there you go. But it's looking good now, man. Look, you get a nice little gaming setup there. That's getting a little jelly. I like that. I like that a lot. And then of course a returning guest as well, KY Bob. Bob, how you doing?
Ooh. Yeah, no, not really. Everybody calm down. Hold the applause. Yeah, this is Bob. I've just flown in this is my 5th show, 5 nights in a row. Yeah, I did my own show Wednesday. I streamed a playtest Thursday. I did Wasted with Wise on Friday. I did Lemon show yesterday. And tonight I'm on Gamers Council. So if you all need a little excitement, let's jump into this.
There you go. KY Bob's fired up. He was dancing to our intro music in the background. That was pretty awesome.
It was a catchy beat, man.
Oh, thanks, man. Thanks.
It got going. I feel like I was raving in the club again,
I thought someone in that music was just gonna yell out Gamers Council.
Oh yeah, I probably should do that. Yeah. Well, that was all AI generated. So yay, copyright free. Gotta love AI. But oh man, and Hargeet, look who's in the chat already. Our buddy Farq. Farq is a very special breed and one of our favorite members of the community. And the reason I say that is because he's got this talent, this absolute talent of using the AI software and being able to create some amazing artwork with that. And with that said, Hargeet, I I don't know if I sent you this or not, but he put this out yesterday. I made a joke when Gaz was doing his show on Saturday. That I like P-Lump. Don't be. This is just called humor, P-Lump. Don't be all hating now. So I put out this. I said, would it be funny because Gaz. He always talks about Gaz always acts like he loves him, and I love you. You're the best. That's the one. That's the one. He already had it ready to go. Oh yeah. And I said, I bet Hargee, or I don't know, I said, I bet P-Lump sits at home with his Gaz body pillow, and then like 10 minutes later, FarQ sends me that. Yeah, excellent. So there's
that debuted while KY and I were on with P-Lump on Lemon's show.
Yeah. And all I can say is, you're welcome for the idea. But the master who put it out himself was, of course, FarQ. We love FarQ. He's absolutely amazing. And look, so many great members of the community are already here with us, man. It's awesome. I'm just gonna run through a couple of them real quick. There's so many. So please, if I don't mention your name, no disrespect. It's just a matter of there's so many people here. We got Thatch, we got Hellblade Gaming, the Mechanic, we got Def Leopard, Timmy, we got, of course, KY Bob. Why so serious? Let's see, Talking with Bob. That's interesting. And of course, the iconic video gamers, which is Axel. Yay. I love it. Let's see who else. The Game Adaptation Network is here. Nice to see you. Frost, Pac-Man Jones. Let's see. Big B Money. What's up, Big B? Kane, Cage 2 is here. Let's see. Of course, FarQ and many more are jumping in. Drake Williams. Let's see. Eternal Shaddai. What's up, buddy? What's up? It's so good to see you guys. And Crispy Bomb is in. Hang on, buddy. What's going on? Good to see you, Crispy. A great member of the community as well. So I do want to just let y'all know real quick. We do have the memberships. We have no goals here. It's not a thing. But the reason we do it, we drop the price down to $1, $1 itty bitty dollar. And the reason for that is makes it easier. Some people like to gift, which is cool, but that way it's not such a big burden. And also we have mega amounts of emojis now. So I'm going to.
Of course, you knew what was happening, right?
So here's some emojis before we mention that. Yeah. Wouldn't I have given him some praise and how wonderful he was, and how nice he is, how cool he is? And what does he do to me? Well.
He becomes a member again because he was a member for a little bit. Mr. FarQ himself, Bram Stroker.
Thanks. You know you love me. I do love you, FarQ and Bram Stroker. Anyway, do the stroke. That's what I need to do. I need like Billy Squires to stroke or something. I can play that in the background when it happens. We'll do something. We'll figure out something. Okay, so with so many great topics tonight, so many wonderful, amazing things. Oh, Corey and FarQ. Aw. The funny thing about that is
oh my goodness.
Exactly.
Yeah,
look at that.
Renews his membership. Thank you.
Yeah. But the funny thing is, Hargee, that means he pays us twice.
Yes.
I mean,
that's $2.
It's because he loves us. Exactly. So if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do so. It's free to subscribe. Becoming a member is just $1, or subscribing to the channel. We are on the road to 4K. We definitely appreciate that. Would love to get there as soon as possible. It's going to be a good night tonight because we have so many great topics to go over in different directions, and I got a whole bunch of things queued up and little videos and some clips and stuff ready to go. And there's some great videos. Shaun 786 is on fire, and yes, you can cuss on this. So he is on fucking fire. He has been dropping. He hadn't dropped a video in like a year, and out of nowhere, he'd been like a one a day for the last 7 or 8 days. He has just been dropping them. But Hargee, why has he been dropping them? It's because the atmosphere, the mood has all changed, hasn't it? It's kind of shifted. Do you think? Just saying that the positivities seems to be coming away of Xbox a little bit, just a little bit. Just saying.
Don't worry. So. I'm sure we're due for the next Xbox is dead any minute now. Any minute. It's coming.
Exactly,
any minute.
Exactly. The shoe's gonna drop. The world's gonna end. Sky's falling. Yeah, exactly. All right. So Hargeet, where would you like to go first, my friend?
Yeah, mute. Well, let's unmute first. Let's just do the Kojima one because that should hopefully be short. I hope. Let's see what happens.
Exactly.
So, I don't know if you have it queued up or not, but
I think
kind of give some background. But otherwise, yeah, if you have something queued up, great.
I know I do. Maybe I don't have it queued, but oh crap! I found it. I get it. Don't think I get it bookmarked.
Okay. Well, I'll try to give some background, and maybe you can chime in when you have something there.
Yep.
But essentially, Kojima talked about OD and said it would be something totally different. People will either love it or hate it. Yeah. So I mean, Kojima's Kojima. He does some interesting stuff, right? Obviously, and he's been sort of unleashed, as it were, so he can kind of do whatever he wants. And Death Stranding was the first thing he kind of put out there. And now he's doing this thing that was kind of working with, I think this started with Google, right? And then it got moved over to Xbox when Stadia kind of gave up. And
it did.
And now they kind of, gave him the license to go ahead and just do whatever he wants to do. And so it's some sort of online cloud game with, when they announced it on Keely's stage, partnership with some of the big names in like suspense horror, right, from Hollywood. So interesting stuff. But either way, that's kind of something that just recently came up, that it's going to be something kind of different, right? So so thoughts, I guess we'll start maybe with KY. Let's get your thoughts on it.
I am completely lost to this story. I don't know what you're talking about whatsoever.
You know what OG is, correct?
What OD?
OD is? Do you know what OD is?
No, I do not.
Overdose. It's the game that Hideo Kojima is making for Xbox. That was announced.
That one that we got the funny looking clip of all the old man making all the different faces and stuff.
Yeah, there's a lady, and there's and then he came on stage with what's his name?
Jeff Keighley?
I can't even remember the guy's name. I'm so bad with names, man.
It's all right. We are prepared tonight, I'll tell you.
Was it Jeff?
No, it's a Hollywood producer, director.
Oh yeah, the guy from the guy does the horror movies
like Us and stuff like that. Yeah.
M. Night Shyamalan or something like that?
No.
Okay.
He did.
You'd know who it is, but I can't remember his name. Jordan Peele.
Jordan Peele.
Yeah.
Okay. I know of the Kojima production that it was being made for Xbox, because that was when the layoffs and stuff happened. That was supposed to be one of the things that was free and clear from that. It's not.
It's still up. It's still happening. They're still doing it.
But now it's just going to go everywhere.
No,
I mean, it's very likely to go everywhere. But I don't know what the status is as far as like the release schedule. But I mean, it's going to go everywhere eventually. Right?
I know we still don't have any idea what the hell it is.
Yes,
it looks weird as.
Well, it's Kojima.
Oh yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, this is the same guy that's got a talking doll, and he calls his characters Dead Man and stuff. It's just, that's what he does.
Yeah. Exactly. Let me get this full screen and start it, and we'll get a clip going, or at least while we're talking about it.
All right, Axel, your thoughts
about OD and what Kojima said. All right, look. There's a reason why I didn't play Death Stranding, because I'm not going to wait 2 hours for a game to get good, or 20 hours, or however long it was, right? I don't know, because I haven't played it still, right? And the fact that Kojima straight up came and said, OD's going to be even more divisive Death Stranding. I'm like, okay. And then he goes, but we won't know if this game was actually good till 20 years from now. I'm like, okay, I didn't wait 20 hours. I'm not going to wait 20 years, Kojima. Like,
yeah,
I understand Kojima's a very unique talent. I'm not going to say anything against his talent. But as far as like what I think his greatest hits were, I think those are far beyond him, like far past him. I've been saying it for a while. I think Kojima's washed, but we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens with this one.
DS2 came out at a 89, 90 meta, something like ridiculous.
Yeah, it came out better than Death Stranding 1 because it was only played by people who like Death Stranding 1. Yeah, I don't know. Like Death Stranding 2, can I play Death Stranding 2 without playing Death Stranding 1? Anybody know?
yes,
I haven't played Death Stranding 1 to give you any idea. Or maybe you played both of them?
I mean, it probably makes more sense if you play them both, but it's not necessary. No.
Yeah, and so I don't know. I just like Kojima started going crazy with Metal Gear. Like, oh, there's the story of Liquid Snake. Oh, now it's Solid Snake. Now it's what's the other one? Liquid Snake, Solid Snake, and then there was another one. I'm just gonna call it Metal Snake, right? And even though they all look the same, somehow they were different characters, and it just like got super convoluted, and nobody could make sense of the timeline. And I'm just like, oh, Kojima, just because you're going through, some mental lapses doesn't mean you got to put us through them. So I don't know. Like, I think as a director, he's really talented. Like for single games, I think he's really talented. But when it comes to putting sequel after sequel after sequel and timeline, it just gets crazy. And I don't know. I just feel Kojima's had better times.
There you go. All right. Hargeet, anything else you want to say about it, or we're moving on?
I mean, it sounds like it's going to be some very odd game mechanic that requires cloud and a lot of time for it to really get going, as it were. And it's not even like the game itself; it's like the game world. So I'm just guessing based on what he's saying that it's going to take time, years. So it's going to be a kind of weird one, right? So I think this is something that that Google was trying to go after, was like cloud scale games that can't be realistically done local. And I think that's what they're pushing here, right? So it's going to be some weird thing. We'll see what happens. But yeah, I don't know.
Yep. All right. Well, that's and to be honest, like I said, I'm not really sure. It does look weird, but that's all, using the engine that he created and that's actual character models. That's not like video of people. That's game mechanics that can be created in the game. So should be pretty interesting. A lot of people are saying it has to do some of the story beats and stuff have to actually do with the way you interpret the characters' impressions and stuff like that. So it's going to be interesting. It's going to be different. And we'll definitely we'll see, I guess, when we see as to what happens when one comes down with that. So, all right. Well,
I mean,
this game
I'm a big fan
like
of the
like a 40-hour game of people talking to us and us just selecting conversations, and that's all it is.
Maybe
so far that's all we've seen. It's just people talking to us.
I'm an Udo Kier fan, so I love him as an actor.
Oh yeah, okay. No.
Well, welcome out to
look.
Plume.
I mean, it's supposed to have this, like, what was it? What he called it, something ridiculous. But when Jordan was talking about it, it's like there's other people involved of a very high caliber, right, from Hollywood. So okay, like we'll see what they do. Again, it has to be something fun though, right? So we'll see. And here comes Paris with the slander. Give it up, Xbox. Your Xbox is dead and you will never get my PlayStation games. Get a PS5. Angry face.
Paris.
It doesn't matter. Whatever.
Unless you got a PC and then you already have them.
Yeah.
That's very
too
true.
bad, huh?
Paris is just trolling us because he's good at that. But that's all right. We love Paris. He's pretty amazing. Also, a big shout out to Plume from Plume Network is here, and also MJ Dark. That's right, Mr. Joanna Dark. Doesn't age well, but I'm just kidding, MJ. I'm just kidding. But so Paris is awesome. All right, all right, guys, where do you want to go now, Hargeet?
Let's do the Nintendo Direct. I don't know how many people actually watched it, did anything with it. Let's see what's going on.
Sounds like a good one. Do you want to start with that one? Did you get to watch it?
I did not. I just looked at the summary. But like nothing stood out. It actually seemed kind of meh.
Gasp.
I don't know. It seemed kind of meh. But I don't know. Maybe somebody who watched it, it maybe is it was something good. I don't know. But like I was looking for more. And I also, by the way, have noted, did they have anything from Xbox? Where's the Xbox games?
No.
Like at least
nothing
Call of
from
Duty
Xbox,
should be
no.
there. Like what happened? So I don't know what's going on. I don't know. Like my overall impressions were okay. Like that's it. Like okay, whatever. I did not see anything that really made me interested in anything. So, but then again, I didn't actually watch it.
Right there with
I should
you.
probably watch it. But it didn't. It didn't really do anything for me. Sorry. Like it just did nothing. Like I'm really looking forward to their showcase that shows me the big tentpole Mario or Zelda game. Donkey Kong apparently is very, very good. I have it. I will play that at some point. But yeah, outside of that, it's like, well, whatever. That's kind of my impression of it.
Let's see how
this
bad
hurts
the
my
background
soul.
is stuttering.
My virgin ears. How could you do this to me,
Okay.
Hargeet?
Well, Axel, what do you think?
So Monster Hunter Stories, which is the trailer you're seeing here, Monster Hunter Stories 3, is finally coming to Xbox for the first time. So we've never had a Monster Hunter Stories game on Xbox. So this one will be the first one, Twisted Reflection. So I'm excited for this one because unlike regular Monster Hunter, you're not a hunter in this one. Technically, you're a rider, a dragon rider. So, for all of you guys that are screaming, Scalebound, 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 if you don't play this, you're frauding. I'm just saying. Because you're literally a dragon rider in that Monster Hunter Stories. So, I thought that was cool that it's coming to Xbox. Of course, Hyrule Warriors, Age of Imprisonment. I have been hyped for that game for a long time. I have, I'm a huge Zelda fan. It's my favorite franchise at a Nintendo. And the fact that it shows what Princess Zelda went through during the Tears of the Kingdom is pretty cool. And it is in the vein of Dynasty Warriors. So that's really neat. I'm super hyped for that one. The Adventures of Elliot stole the show for me. The Adventures of Elliot, the Millennium Tales. It comes from Square Enix's new HD 2D department. So Square has had so much success with 2D HD games that they've now branched off a whole segment of their development for it. And so the Adventures of Elliot is coming from that. They're also the ones that did the Final Fantasy Pixels. And they're the ones that are also doing Octopath Traveler 2, Octopath Traveler 0, which I'm not playing that trash. I know a lot of people talk very highly of Octopath Traveler. I love the art style, I love the combat, but good God, the story sucks so hard. I'm not playing that game. Sorry. The Octopath Traveler, great combat, great graphics, trash story for an RPG. Story's king, and yeah, you're not doing it. Let's see what else interested me. Obviously Shinobi, The Art of Vengeance. We got like another 2-second clip on that one. Final Fantasy Tactics, The Ivalice Chronicles, Day 1. I've played all of them, so I'm very excited to play that one and see it remastered. So I love that. But I think Hargeet would definitely love, if you could pull up the trailer to this one. I think he would really love Chilling by the Fire. It sounds like a Hargeet game to me.
Yeah.
Have you seen that one, Hargeet?
Maybe. I don't know.
I think you should pull it up with Dave. I think Chilling by the Fire is definitely a Hargeet game.
You're going to make me do it, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
All right.
While he's doing that, let's do this. We got Ray Chi renewing his membership for 5 months. Thank you. WebDave gifting WebDave memberships. And
Go like that.
Gaz, buddy, 20
Wow.
WebDave memberships. Thanks, man. since you're here, I don't know if you've seen this nice little contribution from Farkid. Might as well put this up there. Ding.
What? Wait, what am I missing? I'm looking at something else. Wow.
So let me take this away so you can see the nice little image that Farkid has created. I'll take myself out of it.
Oh, here you go.
So good. A body
Yeah, I think I
pillow.
actually sent it. I think.
Pea lump with a gas pillow.
There's so much love.
Good old Farku.
Good old Fark you. And Gaz, thank you so much, sir. We really appreciate you for that. That's very, very nice of you, sir. What a great member of the community. Great show you and Colt had yesterday was absolutely awesome, by the way. I absolutely love that, dude. It was great. Really broke down a lot of stuff.
Chilling
Really
by the
cool.
fire, hard
I got it right here. Here we go. Here is yeah, here's the official trailer just for Hargeet to see.
You're gonna love this, Hargeet. This is what HD gaming is all about.
Yeah. So I'll see if I can get some sound on this one because it's so amazing.
Cozy fire building sim. Chop wood. Arrange the pieces. Then light them up. But if you don't fuel the flames properly, they'll fizzle out. To stoke your campfire, place logs based on the fire's strength. Let enough oxygen flow through and maintain the right amount of heat. Don't let wet logs dampen your fire. Dry them before tossing them in the flames. And when you want to create an even bigger fire, just blow on it. Sometimes, though, a little patience is all you need. So roast some marshmallows or set off fireworks to light up the sky. You can also get the flames going in rainy or snowy conditions. But try mastering your campfire making skills first. With a compatible USB camera, you can enjoy each other's company around the campfire.
Mm-hmm.
You might even strike up some interesting conversations.
You think?
Wow.
Relax and stay a while. When Chillin' by the Fire sparks to life on Nintendo Switch 2 later today.
Okay.
Whoa,
So
yeah.
It's entirely not for me.
what
But,
I got for that was you keep your log from being damp. Don't get your log damp.
That's right.
And then you want to make sure you blow on your log. That's what I got. So, Hargeet, your thoughts?
Yes, that's definitely not for me, but I do see how that could actually be kind of a chill while you're going on your commute type of a game.
Yeah.
So it probably works on a Switch.
You know, I
But
heard that they had
good
3
God.
other trailers available for the Switch ready to go.
Yeah.
And I'm just wondering what those 3 other trailers were if they lost out to that.
Well,
saying.
whatever.
Yeah. That's
I mean, like,
I
you
have
know,
a-
again, go ahead.
Oh.
These games aren't bad or anything. I was just like, nothing really like was like, oh, okay.
I think
Yeah,
I've officially
whatever.
lost IQ points for watching that trailer.
I have to agree with that one. That is pretty pretty
But yeah,
bad.
look, I mean, if there's stuff in here people like, great. You know, I mean, there's certainly big names in here. It's just games that like are everywhere else too, and it's like, yeah, whatever. I just good enough.
Yeah, it was. I mean, it was okay. I think it was okay. I don't.
Yeah.
I don't know. Welcome out, Xena. Good to see you. Good to
I mean,
see you.
I suppose that's
Thank
going to
you.
be the case, right? They're going to be bringing over games that we already know about. Some new stuff, obviously. There's new stuff here too, right? But like Madden, FIFA, things like or football, college, whatever it was, right? Like Persona, you know, the old Yakuza is like, okay, great, this is good stuff, but like, yeah, we've already seen all this stuff.
Mhm.
It's like, okay, that's cool. Apex is coming, yay!
I mean, it was
Yeah.
A
partnered.
little while, you know, Star Wars Outlaws, okay, yay!
Star Wars Outlaws looked very, very rough.
Yeah,
It did.
and
Yeah,
I don't know that
low-res.
they've gotten their dev process down to actually using the DLSS capabilities yet, because I'm not sure many games are using it yet. So, so we'll see if that gets better over time. But whatever, it is what it is. That's kind of it, though, right? So there wasn't a lot of new stuff, but there was a few things here and there. It's like, yeah, okay, whatever.
Hmm.
Borderlands 4 is coming there too. It's like, okay, that's nice, but I'm already getting that elsewhere. I just don't care. It's just so it wasn't really a. I don't know.
The open world
Weird.
adventure game with the cute little mouse was
Which
was
one is
cute.
that?
Hella.
Ah, okay.
Open world adventure. You play as a cute little mouse.
Mhm. Oh, Chronos got a release date announced.
Which one?
Chronos
Chronos?
Mhm.
Okay,
by Bloober Team.
cool.
Yeah. But to me, the Adventures of Elliot, the Millennium Tale stole the show. That is it looks good. That's all I gotta say. That
Cool,
game
cool.
looked really good.
Yeah, and no joking, for real. But the Just Dance, that's gonna make them money. People
yeah,
buy
it
the
will.
crap out of that thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So
Yep. Ubisoft's gonna look forward to that, right? I think that's Ubisoft. I'm pretty sure that's Ubisoft.
mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna look forward to that.
So
all
I
right.
wonder, do you like hold the controllers and do a certain thing with them, or
I have no
Yep.
idea.
Yeah, you do dance
Yes.
moves and stuff.
Well, I
with
mean,
them.
that's the way it worked on the Wii and on the Switch. You do poses with the
Use the
controllers in your
controllers.
hand.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Bunty has
And the reason I know this is because I played it with nieces and nephews.
Oh, there you go.
So,
There
yeah.
you go.
Bunty has renewed his membership for 20 months. Thank you.
Appreciate that. And welcome out to the over 185 people that are joining us live right now on X, YouTube, and even one on Twitch. Thanks. Yeah, I got in trouble last week. I forgot to add the Twitch link, and that one person was like, "Hey, man." Oh, sorry.
That one person.
One person. Yeah, but I fixed it. So now, welcome. Oh shoot. Oh, goodness. Okay, so all right. Anybody else got anything they want to say about the Nintendo Direct, or are we going to move on?
Well, the games that did look rough, the ones that would kind of speak to the adult in me on a portable scale, which I mean, I'm getting the Xbox Ally X when the pre-orders go live during Gamescom, so that's going to be my handheld of choice. And
me too.
but I mean, like Borderlands 4, it was a little rough around the edges. Outlaws looked bad. But like Chani was saying with the DLSS and whether or not they really got a handle on it, Cyberpunk 2077 didn't seem to have an issue. It actually looks and runs pretty good on the Switch.
Yeah.
So maybe CD Projekt Red can pitch in.
Maybe. And they've been working on it for a while as far as the adaptation to the system. So we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see what the future holds. Hargeet, my friend, where would you like to go next, sir?
Epic. Google. Let's get into it.
let us get into it. Let's see. I know I've got some of that. But the lawsuit, as it were. Add to stage. There we go. It's like, well, why isn't it adding? There we go. Looks like it's over, man. They won. But how long is it going to take to get it implemented? Hargeet, I'm going to go to you on this one first because this is more. This is up your alley on this. This is kind of it's the kind of thing you like to get your teeth into.
His alley, is that what he's calling it these days?
Yep.
Oh, whatever. Wow.
Settle down, Bob.
Nice,
Settle down.
buddy.
I know you got KY in your name, but just
It's
kidding.
that short for Kentucky, man. It's Kentucky.
I'm just kidding. I'm from Kentucky. Don't slander me. I'm just kidding. Teasing. Go ahead, Hargeet. I'm just teasing.
All right. As I understand it, this was basically the continuing saga of Epic trying to put their store on other platforms. And there were lawsuits going back and forth. iOS has finally caved, and now we got Google finally caving. But they came back and said we'll appeal and whatever, and now that's been killed. I believe that's what this is all about, right? So so that has kind of been fizzled. They could go higher as if Google wanted to go all the way to the Supreme Court with this. I don't know that they'll take it up. If they do, I don't know that it'll go one way the way that Google would want, but we'll see, right? So but essentially this allows more choice in stores. That's essentially it, right? So they can do things that they want to instead of having to be forced through the transactions system that is built into the Google or iOS phones. But that's essentially what this whole thing was about, right? So that they could sell their V-Bucks their way instead of going through and paying the fees to the platform. So I think that's kind of what this all was about, and ultimately I think that might be a good thing. Android is now the largest OS out there. Now that also includes a lot of Chinese versions that are sold for like $30. So they're not exactly at the same level, but it doesn't matter. It is what it is. It is the largest OS, and as the largest platform, they really do have to kind of be a bit more open. iOS has to kind of learn that lesson as well. So we will see where that ends up, but they do keep fighting the fight to keep taking money out of people's wallets. But we'll see how that goes. And ultimately, this is why Xbox had pulled their catalog from the Xbox store, because they didn't want to deal with the potential to pay additional 30% to Apple and Google, because that would just make no sense, right? It would never work. So ultimately this is kind of a good thing if it works. There are some things that make sense, some things that don't, and to just automatically assume everything on your platform must pay you, that's probably not realistic when that platform is very large. So they kind of just have to deal with that reality now. Both of these companies have essentially taken over the mobile market. I don't know that anybody else is even close, right? There are other entrants. They're just very, 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 very small. So it's essentially a Google or an Android and iOS mobile market, and in that world they kind of have to allow others to do things, and that will keep getting challenged, and they will try to keep pushing because they want to keep raking in money, and that'll get pushed back. It's just the way it is. Windows had this fight, and Windows, even though they were giving you free shit, were told to F off and don't do that free shit. It's like, okay. So it's just the way it is, right? So they're just going to have to learn that, if you're going to be these big platforms, you're going to be pushed back on, and other people need to get in. There needs to be competition. That's just the way it is. So it was inevitable that this was going to happen. It's been great for them for whatever decade or so they've been doing this. Decade and a half, right? It's now time that this has changed. That's kind of where it is. So over the next probably 3 or 4 or 5 years, things will start to look different on those platforms. So we'll see how that plays out. They will keep fighting this. This will keep happening. It's probably years before it actually gets done. But it will eventually get done. I don't see this like going the direction of Google and Apple. I think they're almost universally, both of those companies are being seen by governments, even ours, to be too powerful, too big, that they need to kind of be told, no, you have to allow other stuff. So we will see how that goes, but I think this is just going to keep going in the direction of Epic, who keeps pushing away from the current sort of lockdown world of iOS and Apple. iOS and Android. So yeah, that's kind of how I see it. But I don't know. What do you guys think?
Well, for one, I don't. I totally agree with it. I mean, because think about it. That's like Microsoft not letting you out. That's if they ever thought of not allowing Steam, other storefronts to be used on Windows, because Windows has its own store and its own gaming app, and I mean, back they could get away with it when they were a niche product, when people were still trying to decide whether or not they wanted to try that whole Android thing and move away from their Apple or their Windows phone when we had Windows phones. But you're not a niche product anymore. You're a behemoth. Okay, people get those phones because they don't want to be locked down when they get that. They just want to get it because they're familiar with it. They don't want their familiarity to go ahead and make choices for them that they don't know they're making. It's not right. I'm all
Yep.
for it.
Yep. There you go. There you go. Axel.
I think this is good. You know, the whole thing about Android is that it's supposed to be open source, right?
Mm-hmm.
So Windows, for example, is open source. So you can have the Microsoft Store, the Epic Store, the Steam Store, GOG, Humble Games. Anybody can put a store and a launcher and all this stuff on Windows. And in some countries, they can access it all the way down to the kernels. I'm looking at you, EU. So that kind of, you know, that's full open source. Whereas Google claims they're open source, but yet if you put any stores other than your own there, they get upset about it. So is it really open source at that point? Not, I don't think it was ever intended to be, but I mean that's how it was advertised, right? So you know, they're going to let developers use alternative billing systems, so you don't have to go through the Google Play Store. Maybe that's going to make the prices of stuff come down, because hey, you know, Google takes 30% of whatever those prices are. If you think you're getting those at the lowest price, you're wrong. So that could also be happening. But also, Google also lost where they can't pay carriers to block competitors. That to me was interesting. That like if you wanted to install the Epic launcher or pay for Fortnite using Epic's website, it was blocked by the carrier themselves. So because you know they were paid by Google to do so. That's just crazy. But of course, you know, Google's claiming that this is going to be this weekend's the user safety and app quality. Yes, the more open source something is, definitely the more susceptible to hacks and all that stuff it is. So I totally agree with that. Yes, it's just the nature of open source. Is it going to be anything that is new in the world? I don't think so. I don't think so. So we'll see what happens.
Interesting.
Yeah,
They say they're appealing to the Supreme Court. We'll see.
Open source versus open platform, right? Open source means the entirety of the code is available to you and you can do whatever you want with it.
Mhm.
Android is open source because it's based on Linux. It is fully open source.
Mhm.
Open platform, Microsoft stuff is not open source. Most of it, you know, Windows is very, very locked down. However,
Yeah.
it is an open platform. Anybody can put whatever they want on it. There's
Yeah,
no,
and there's no, sorry.
there's
Yes.
no limitation.
Thank you.
No, it's
Hargeet.
cool.
Thank you.
Yeah. Just to be clear about that.
Yeah.
But yeah, so basically, I mean, Microsoft has been wanting to have, obviously this is not Apple, but I mean, with this win, this means that, you know, seems like it's going to pretty much dictate that it's going to have to, you know, going to happen to Apple. Everybody else is going to fall in line too, right? Is that pretty much what you see, Hargeet? That it's you know, it's precedence now.
So both have been sued and both have been going through the courts and both have been going through regulators, and each one has taken a different, you know, angle. But essentially they're coming down to the same thing. And eventually the precedent is going to apply to everybody. The part that makes it more interesting in the gaming realm is, will it apply to consoles? It's an interesting thought. It may not, but I think it should eventually be that, hey, all consoles should also have this same thing, especially if you're very dominant. The dominant console, whether we like it or not, is Nintendo, and it is very locked down. So should we have them also have to deal with this? Possibly. But we'll see if that happens. These are certainly much larger, orders of magnitude larger in install base when you're talking about iOS and Android. So certainly it's much more important that these are open. They're also more than just gaming, right? They are, you know, pretty much your portal to an entire digital world that pretty much everybody uses, right? So you know, it's very important that the digital access for people is open and is available for you know, competition, right? So that is much more important. Would it apply to gaming? It is a possibility. Would it apply to gaming on mobile? Absolutely, right? That's why Epic is the one doing this. Epic is obviously a gaming company, right? So it definitely applies there. But it applies to anything else, right? It applies to anything else on the mobile world, in the mobile world. But in gaming specifically, I would be very interested to see what this does as far as a precedent. Would it change, that Nintendo has to allow other stores? Does PlayStation have to allow other stores? Xbox, of course, is already doing it. They're saying, hey, we don't care.
Yep.
You're going to get your Steam, your Epic, your GOG. They don't care. They're putting it in there now. If PlayStation wanted to put their store there, they'd be absolutely hallelujah. You mean day and date, all your games are going to be here? Hell yeah. Why not? So from their perspective, they're already doing it. They're already setting the stage to say we're not blocking competition. We don't care. We just want people to buy our box if they want to buy our box, and if they want to buy their games from somebody else, good enough. We got games to sell them, whichever store they want to play them on.
Yeah.
So they're in
I
a different world.
Void Rat.
So,
all of your games are coming to us.
Yeah.
So
shout out to Void Rat in the chat. I'm in the
Void.
UK. The way it's going, we won't have the internet for much longer. It's right. I mean the CMA,
sorry.
dude, they need to be put in check bad. They're just and they're the what do you call it? What is it over there? It's not called the government. It's the
Parliament.
Oh, Parliament. Yeah, and Parliament's just letting them get away, just letting them run rampant. The CMA. It's just, yeah.
We'll see what happens.
There you go. All right. Yeah, it's very interesting for sure that this is happening. So this I just think it's going to be more things, more open, and that I think that Microsoft in the long run, the big scheme of things over the next couple of years, you probably see the direction they're pushing, which a lot of people push back on. Might have been the right choice to begin with, and we will see how things all come together, because they're prepared for it. That's for sure. That is definitely for sure. A big shout out to the over 250 people watching us live right now. Thank you so much for joining us. We greatly appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Amazing members of the community that are here. Awesome. Too many to mention, but thank you so much for being here. I know there was some more gifted memberships that happened. Hargeet, if you wanted to pop that up.
Yeah, so we got Bunty, we got Lord Starkiller, who gifted 20 WebDave memberships. Wow. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir. We greatly appreciate you.
All of them. I
awesome.
believe that's it.
Yep,
yeah.
that is awesome.
There was this question, which is an interesting one. How does Microsoft make money if they allow all those other stores on Xbox? They won't get 30% from other stores, correct? That's only an issue if they subsidize the hardware. Because remember, they still own the games that people want to play, and they still have Game Pass, which is a consistent revenue generator if it's on the console side. Yep. On the PC side, they don't make the same cut anyway. Their store, if I remember right, it's 10%. They give 90% to the publisher, so it's a different metric. And if you use Play Anywhere, it's also a different metric. It's not 30% either. It's lower. So these are all just different variables, and they still make money if you're on the platform. That's it. They just see you as a customer. If you're on Windows, they get all the telemetry of what you do. And believe me, that is a lot of value to them. And you pay for a Windows license. So they keep making money on that Windows side. There's plenty of stuff that they get from that alone. Same thing with Xbox. Telemetry of what you're doing matters, right? And they get that. And, there's still the very high likelihood you're going to get those free games like Fortnite, and you're not going to care where the transaction happens. And by and large, you're probably just going to use the default store, which is going to be their store whenever you buy those V-Bucks. So they're going to get the money anyway. And if you do anything in Minecraft, they're getting the money anyway. If you're doing anything in Call of Duty, they're getting the money anyway. It's like, so they just kind of make out. That's kind of the thing, right? They have those black hole games. Yeah. They're going to keep getting the cash. And so that doesn't necessarily matter to them to just get that. It's absolutely something they'll take. Why not? Right. Yeah. But if it starts to dwindle, it's not the end of the world for them. They have other sources to take that on.
If I may touch on this for a minute, Microsoft, these corporations, they don't really put much worth in what they're giving and don't get. All they care about, they can give you a service and you can use the service and they're not sad that you're not giving them any more money. They look at it. They look at the other people that give them money as the positive. You're just not part of the equation, because what you may not buy, you may buy like maybe a $5 skin from their store once a year, and that's it. They don't care about all the time you used it and you didn't give them anything. All they care about is that $5, because beside you, they have another user who does that 3 to 4 times a week. It's just, it's just the cost of doing business to these corporations. And that's the way they look at it.
Yep.
Yeah, it is the free to play model, right? Like there's going to be like 60% of the people who never pay anything, but that 40% who do make billions for them. That's the way it is. So
there you go.
But whatever. All right, should we go on to the next thing?
Yeah, but before we do that, I just want to a big shout out. Like I said, 250 people watching us live. Thank you so much for joining us. And if you get a chance, I'm going to put this link in the chat. Look, Axel puts out a great product. He puts out a great show. And if you get a chance and you haven't already subscribed to his channel, he is like 27 away from being at 500. Do this man a big favor and subscribe to his channel. Let's get him up to it. Links in there a couple times for me and from Axel both. So please get in there, jump on that, click on it. You can go on, subscribe, come back. Doesn't cost you anything. It's free to subscribe, and I promise you'll get some good content. He does a show on Sundays, Sunday mornings, right? That's just this morning. I had to take a nap since then because I work third shift, so I had to sleep a little bit, and then I got up for tonight's show. But yeah, so that always throws me off. But yeah, I said a show this morning, Good Morning Xbox, which is really a great show. And then of course you got the Iconic show on Fridays. Tell everybody about that show real quick, about what you cover on your Friday show and what you cover on Sunday show real fast.
Right. So let's go on the Friday show, Iconic Video Games Podcast. That podcast is inspired by Top 10 list. When they did like the best these games and the best that games. So that show is really me and my panel members picking a topic and just saying the best games we played that match that topic.
Cool.
Like recently we did the best games where we play as a robot or a mech. And we got to talk about some games where you play as a robot, as a mech. And we go through games all through history of video gaming. So that one is more nostalgic filled, if you will. But we cover every console. There's no, we don't really cover consoles on that one. We just cover games.
Yeah.
Whereas Good Morning Xbox, well, it's more of a news roundup show where me and my panels, we read some of the news and we give our opinions, and you will hear just how much I love or hate certain things in the industry. And this morning was hysterical.
Yeah, it was.
It's really just a news roundup show. None of us are insiders, nor will we ever claim. Do we hear stuff? Yes, but I don't leak. I'm not a leaker. Sorry, that's just not my style. It's just a news roundup, and so if you're up early on Sunday mornings and you want to hear some news roundup, definitely subscribe. I'm 27 subscribers away. Hold on, let me look. Let me take a look right now. How many subscribers I'm away?
There you go. There you go. So if you get a chance to do that, please hit the subscribe button.
25 subscribers away. Shout out to you 2 subscribers. Thank you so much. You guys are the real MVPs.
There you go. And we got a little bit of time left in the show. We'll continue to put out the link throughout the show. We did get a super chat there, Hargeet.
Absolutely. Verg based Brizzle, $2. Axel, love the room. Nice and simple.
Thank you. Yeah, this is my my gaming room. I got all my consoles connected to one TV. It was a lot of wiring on top of wiring.
Oh, imagine. It's pretty awesome.
There's a lot of switches involved.
He's not talking Nintendo consoles either.
No.
Just get. Yeah. And my room's a mess, as you can tell. But I still got a lot of stuff to put up. It's not too bad, but I still got a lot of stuff to put up myself. But I'm getting there. We're getting there slowly but surely. So yeah, and of course, Bob does have a channel as well too. Bob, if you want to, you can drop that link for your channel in there as well. People will subscribe to KY Bob and get in the loop.
I am 131 videos in. This is the epitome of the slow grind. I'm 1 subscriber from 200. So yeah, it's a slow grind. I've started doing gameplay videos. This past Thursday, I did a play test of that new Beneath game that's in play test right now on Steam. It is my type of horror game. Let me tell you, I enjoyed it immensely. Can't wait to the final product. But yeah, we do a show called Game Set Live on Wednesday nights at 8:00. And we pride ourselves on covering all the news, big or small. You know, we may just brush across the news topic and not really put much into it, but we do try and cover everything. And we have Thember to thank for that. Thember is we call him the news master, because in our Discord, he will put down every little tidbit of news he comes across. And I'll be honest with you, some of the things that he puts in the news portion of our Discord, I will just look completely past it, because I will look at it and I'll be like, I know we cover big and small, but that's minuscule. Yeah. But yeah, we do try and talk about everything you could possibly think of.
Very cool.
And yeah.
There you go.
I'm on a big content push right now. Like I said, 5th time live in 5 days. I'm tired of sitting with a low sub count, and I'm getting myself back out there on everybody's channels as much as possible.
That's what you got to do. It's what you got to do is be out there. I mean, Hargeet is the epitome of that. He's on 27 shows in 1 week. I'm just kidding. Feels like it. And some specials too, which is fantastic. But the thing is, like all you guys, great members of the community, we appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you so much for being here. And I tell you, Hargeet makes this show, and that is no lie. So I appreciate his insight as well, all across the board. So guys, please hit the like and subscribe for these people. We appreciate it. And yeah, it doesn't take anything. This is all free to do. So Hargeet, how would you like to talk about somebody's sales charts? Would you like to do that?
Sure. Which one?
I have last week's, or in the week before last, I guess, a sales chart. And I know there's been an update since then, so some things have changed, but at least the 6 games haven't changed as far as they're still on the top 10. But I believe there's been a switch. There's been one game that's gone to the top and another one that's been put in the middle. But if somebody can find me the most recent of that would be great. And I would definitely somebody send me that, then I will put it up here. But I couldn't seem to pull it up anywhere. But Hargeet, I'm gonna let you start on this first, because making some money it seems to be the good thing to do. And right after this we'll dovetail from this into what Satya had to say about some amazing record-setting year already.
Yeah, the game that didn't chart here that really should have and did, and it partly caused my confusion too, was Death Stranding 2, right? So it's like, where's DS2? Because this is on PlayStation, and it just launched in that window, and it's like, well, where's DS2? And the updated chart does have DS2. Thankfully, it did actually do something.
Yeah, I just don't have that chart. I don't know where it is.
I don't recall if it was like 3 or 4 or something like that. It was in that range. It was up there. It wasn't the top, but it was up there. So at least I think that's where it was. But if somebody has the updated chart, that'd be great.
Still looking.
But the fact that 6 of the top 10 are from a specific publisher is rather intriguing, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So, and that publisher is not Sony.
It is not Sony.
Thankfully, they do have MLB The Show, which also came out in this time frame. If I remember, no, MLB came out in March. I think MLB came out in March. So just before this started, there's one game of theirs, and then DS2, which is the other game that actually came up in their top 10. This is kind of an interesting thing to look at as far as the new strategy that Xbox has. Some of these games, though, you take like Oblivion that already existed. So would it be a good idea to not bring the remaster there? That probably should have been. Doom: The Dark Ages, it was the third in a trilogy that the other 2 were there. It's like, well, you probably should bring it there. COD was never being taken off. Indiana Jones, that was originally coming to PlayStation, then it was rescinded to be an exclusive. We don't know if the deal was a permanent exclusive or a timed exclusive, but it became a timed exclusive. Minecraft has always been pushed by Microsoft to be a everywhere game. They want to make as much sales of that as they can, and that leaves Forza Horizon 5, which was never intended to be on anything else, but is now on PlayStation. But one of the things that I find very interesting is that the slop station, the Game Pass slop, the mid games, the Xbox has no games, the trash games, Xbox is just loser station. Okay, well, explain to me then why is it that you're all buying Xbox games? So it looks like the people who talk on Twitter are just retards who have no idea what they're talking about. And the actual user base actually does want to play Xbox games, but for some dumb reason buy a useless PlayStation and actually should just be buying Xboxes because that's what you really want to play. Right. So it is what it is. Right. This is just straight out data that shows you're really Xbox customers because you're Xbox customers. You really are Xbox customers. You're buying Xbox games. So you're Xbox customers, period. It's just you just don't want to be on Xbox for some reason. Okay, that's fine. Fair enough. But don't tell me that Xbox doesn't A, have games, B, have games you want, and C, has games that are trash. Because you're buying them in droves. You're buying them over your own games. So I think that narrative is just dead. It's done. You can just shut up. It's done. Don't ever talk to me about that. I'm done. I don't want to hear it. Your games, you're not buying them. It's just the way it is. You're buying Xbox games. You're Xbox gamers on PlayStation. PlayStation is officially an Xbox. Have fun.
So much salt in that one. Axel, we'll go to you first. What do you think? Does this seem that was Phil right? Was this the right thing to do? Is Microsoft, were they onto something? Did they see something that nobody else saw? What do you think?
They saw money.
Money.
The average gamer is not galloping around on the Twitter fields. They're actually playing games, buying and playing games, and they're over there. Which games are they buying? Well, they're buying the games that are fun, like Forza Horizon. Everybody knows about that game. Everybody loves it.
Mm-hmm.
It's only the best racing game ever made. Just saying. These guys, they're just what's the word I'm saying here? They're seeing they've always talked about supremacy and domination because some UK sell sharks said so for God, I don't know, for over a decade. Some UK sell charts said so. But now that the digital sell charts are coming out, well, where's your UK physical sell chart, guys? Where's it at? Oh, that's right. It doesn't matter because 80% of all sales are digital these days. So, what is the younger generation playing? The digital generation. They're playing Xbox games. They're having to make Xbox accounts to play Forza Horizon 5. They got to make those Microsoft accounts, right? So they got to log in with that Minecraft account again. So I think it's awesome to put this out there because what's the one thing they've always said? Xbox got no games. Xbox got no games. Xbox games don't win awards. Blah 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 blah. And it's like, okay, cool. I'm over here Microsoft is over there drying their tears with money because Jeff Keighley over there doesn't give them any awards. Oh well. What would you rather have? A piece of paper or some money? A different type of paper. And that's what they're collecting. The real award, right? And yeah, I think this is great. I think it's awesome. And you're hearing the counter argument of like, oh well, these are all games that were already. These are not Xbox games. These weren't made by Xbox. Like the Elder Scrolls 4, Oblivion Remastered,
Right.
Doom: The Dark Ages, and Indiana Jones. All those are Bethesda house games. Minecraft, of course, being a real Xbox game right now. And I think there was one more, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What's the sixth game? What am I not seeing here?
Yeah, so it's Forza, Elder Scrolls, COD, Doom, Indie,
COD. There we go.
and
Yeah, COD.
Minecraft.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, and COD being the Activision game, right? So they're saying no, the only Xbox games are Forza and Minecraft, and it's like you can technicality all you want. All those games are made with Xbox money, and they're making Xbox money. So, at the end of the day, if you're talking about money, I think this is great. If you're talking about console warriors, and those of us that want to be stuck in the past, thinking that the platform shouldn't grow any further than the console sales, then I guess this is terrible for those people. I think exclusives do matter. I would have loved to see Forza stay exclusive, but of course, I'm just one guy, and I've long said ever since those 4 games that sooner or later the whole slate was going to go over. As much as I'm against it, and I don't think it's right, doesn't mean that I didn't know that this was going to happen. Because, I mean, let's just be honest. I've been an Xbox gamer, Microsoft guy for a long time. I know how they work. That whole, it's only 4 games, it's a test. I knew for a fact that was a lie from the very beginning. So yeah. Shout out to Xbox saying, hey, guys, it's okay. Don't worry. Don't worry, you guys. You guys still have the Twitter fields. Where you can roam free with your you can neigh and nostalgic solving,
Oh,
Yeah.
go ahead and read that Paris's slander.
Doesn't matter, Xbox. All your games can make the top 10. Get a PS5 and cancel Game Pass.
Paris, being so salty.
So salty. Yeah.
KY Bob, your thoughts on this?
Yeah, just shut off your mic and take a seat. This is going to be long-winded because it's basically the same viewpoint that I've had since this news came out, both with Helldivers 2 coming to Xbox and Xbox topping the charts on the PlayStation. Look, I am an engineer. I graduated with a master's in engineering. I know that it doesn't matter how many consoles that you sell, hardware revenue always funds the next hardware. That is not funding games. I don't care if you sold 70 million consoles. There's a reason why Lion Ryan said that if we lost COD on our platform, we won't be able to afford game development. And then Herman Hulst come out and said, you can only expect 1 tentpole title a year. That's because their game development fund is dry. You've got so many console players, and they're not buying the first-party games. They're buying Microsoft-published games. They're good games. We have games. I'm sorry. I know everybody here tonight is of the same generation. We used to look at exclusivity as something that it made sense. You could only have Mario on a Nintendo. I mean, you could only at the time get Crash Bandicoot on the PlayStation. Master Chief was only on the Xbox. Let's see, I'm trying to think of Sonic was only on Sega. But though at the time those consoles weren't, at the time they were expensive for the time they came out, but they didn't cost as much as they do now. That cost of entry today is too much for anybody to pay. They make a choice, the majority of consumers make a choice on a platform, and they want to be able to access all the games they could want on their platform of choice. And most these hardcore fanboys, they're not the majority. They really aren't. The most people get up, and unless you know somebody that has an Xbox, if you get up one day and say, today I think I'm going to go out and buy a gaming console. If you don't know anybody that owns an Xbox or talk with anybody who talks about playing games on Xbox, chances are you go and buy a PlayStation. PlayStation is synonymous the name is actually got a correct spelling in the dictionary with the S being capital. If you type it with a lowercase s, what is it? Microsoft Word will say, no, you're wrong. You spelled that wrong. It's got to be a capital S. It's in the freaking dictionary. It doesn't do that with Xbox. You can put it capital X, lowercase x. It doesn't care. Yeah, it's just, I don't know. Like I said, Xbox, they're selling games. They're going to be able to fund many more games. PlayStation needs to do the same thing. And I don't want to say this. I don't want to come off as a fanboy because I'm trying to break that. I'm trying to break that habit for rooting for one platform only. And a big step in that direction was really embracing PC gaming. And I've been doing a lot of play tests on Steam here lately, like I said earlier, and enjoying a lot of the games on PC. So many, the choice, the variety on Steam is just incredible. Some games that'll never see consoles, just because those developers they just don't do that. They're not geared that way. They make games for Windows, PCs, and that's what they do. But I totally lost my whole train of thought. Where was I?
All right.
That happens. Sometimes I wind up so far down a rabbit hole I can't pull myself out.
That's okay.
But
that's okay. We'll move on. It's okay. That's all right. I did want to play this little clip from Gaz. He puts out a lot of great content, and Hargeet, I'm not sure if you're back yet, but if you are, this is actually pretty funny.
He knew he had time to pee.
There you go. Short little 30-second little clip, but one of the new videos that he's put out, which is amazing. Everybody go subscribe to Septic Sauce for sure. And of course, the show that he does on Saturdays is really good as well. I was watching him and Colt on yesterday. Had Colt Eastwood on, a really good breakdown. But yeah, here's the little. I'll put that up here. I add that to the stage. Here's a little snippet of one of his many videos that he has up online as the Septic Sauce grows and grows and takes over the community. Here we go.
Oh, life is good, baby. Oh, that's great, man. You know why? Why? We're number one. We're number one, baby. What? Yeah, Xbox sucks. Xbox sucks. Yeah, we got their games. We won the console war. Yeah. Using their game.
You gonna learn today.
We didn't need a roadmap. Yeah.
It's pretty funny. It's a good sketch, good episode, good stuff they got put out there.
Could you imagine the damage that Xbox would have done if they would have kept after the Activision, Blizzard, and Bethesda acquisitions? If everything would have stayed exclusive, what would they had to play over there? All 6 of those top games would be gone.
True.
Hey, I know.
I might maybe not Minecraft, but 5 of those top 6 games would be gone. And and this is what some of the traditionalists hold on to. It's like you could have killed him, and it's like Xbox is like, but think about the money,
So I know where I was going.
Okay.
Before I got lost on my tangent. So trying to not be a fanboy, yes. There are 6 Microsoft published games in the top 10 of Sony. But I will tell you right now that if Spider-Man, God of War, Uncharted, if titles like that, Horizon, if those were to come out on Xbox, being as old as they are, those games would be in the top 10 on Xbox's sales. That's just the way it is. I mean, you're talking about titles that these corporations have robbed half the gaming community from, and now you're giving it to them. Of course they're going to buy it. That's just, it is what it is. This will taper off, and hopefully we'll start getting some Sony games on Xbox. That'll kind of even the playing field, and everybody will be happy. We'll all hold hands and sing Kumbaya. Please.
Good old FARQ found some of the newest updated numbers here. Let's see if we can.
All right.
Yeah, I don't know if I can't zoom it in anymore. Shit. Let's see if I can get it to make it look any better at all. Let's see. Nope, that's worse. That's worse. That's not good. All right, so I don't know if I can get the. I can't get that one any bigger. So, but it's all right. We're moving on anyway. But thank you, FarQ. Appreciate you bringing that up. That was awesome of you. So we're gonna probably gear the topic now toward the what Satya Nadella said. Hargeet, are you able to read that at the top there?
Sure. So Satya Nadella on Xbox, 500 million monthly active users across platforms and devices. We are now the top publisher on both Xbox and PlayStation this quarter. Game Pass annual revenue was nearly $5 billion for the first time. And that's what they've got so far.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
That's,
Somebody called the ambulance. That was a bird. Top publisher on both PlayStation and Xbox. Oh, so good.
Yeah. Revenues are up all over the board. It's nice and nice and crazy. And then in the last little bit, I'm going to throw this screen, but we'll come back to this is what we're going to talk about. But with that that said, that also helped propel them to being Microsoft becomes the second $4 trillion company ever. Just let that sink in.
Forever.
Yeah. $4 trillion. Yeah.
That's right. And all they had to do was sacrifice 9,000 souls.
Yeah.
To get there.
Much more than that. But
even with that said there, Axel, every company has layoffs, every company, including Sony. I mean, every company, Apple.
I know.
All across the board. So everybody has layoffs, and that's just part of business. And unfortunately, that's just the way it is. I'm not saying it's good that somebody lost, but if that's the only metric you're throwing up at people, and I'm not saying just you, I mean in general, if somebody tries to use that as like oh, these people lost their lives, I lost my job before I got laid off. Step up, get up off your feet, get back to work, and get going at it. That's what you got to do. That's what I did. I've done it twice in my life, and I'm doing pretty good right now. So, I'm not trying, like I said, people's situations, I get it. Things happen to people, but you know what? Sometimes you just got to move on, and sometimes that's what life throws at you. It's gonna be the best thing for you to be moving on. So anyway, Hargeet, I'll let you start on this one. What are your thoughts on this? Is this exciting? And apparently some of the ponies don't like it, but there we go. What's up, Ray?
Yeah, as far as the 4 trillion market cap, that's just people investing in Microsoft, and like half the world is invested in Microsoft. Whatever, it is what it is, right? Because they keep generating revenue. They return on shares, and that's basically it. So tons of people, including me, including many other people, I'm sure, are invested, whether you know it or not. If you have a 401k plan, it absolutely is invested in Microsoft.
Definitely.
There's just no way around it. So you were very likely invested in Microsoft. But that's cool, whatever. $5 billion for Game Pass, but I thought Game Pass was non-profitable, and I thought it was going to die. What happened?
Unsustainability.
Where did the $5 billion come from? Oh, $5 billion isn't enough. Is that the problem? Let me give you some numbers. If you don't know what's out there,
give us some numbers, Hargeet. We love it when you talk numbers, my friend.
Yeah. Let me. So Ubisoft, that's a pretty big game publisher. Does anybody know what Ubisoft is? How much do they make in revenue? Does anybody know? It's $2 billion a year. $2 billion. Wow. Not even $5. $2 billion for the entirety.
Yeah.
Of Ubisoft.
That's total.
Bandai
That's not
Namco.
a service.
Yeah. Bandai Namco. Heard of that company? Bandai Namco? 2.1 billion. 2.1 for everything Bandai Namco. Roblox, big game company, makes this big game that every kid plays. $3.6 billion. Take-Two. Anybody heard of Take-Two? Take-Two? Zynga? Take-Two?
Yeah.
$5.6 billion. $5.6 billion. Wow. In total revenue, not profits, just total revenue. Game Pass makes $5 billion, but apparently that's not enough because they are dying. Xbox is dying.
Oh, it's painful.
Where do these idiots come from? Like, seriously, where do they come from? Like, honestly, it's just such bullshit. It's such bullshit. The entirety of Nintendo makes $11 billion. The entirety of Nintendo. The most profitable platform, right? Ridiculous amounts of profit. Their games sell 20 million copies, all that. Makes $11 billion in full revenue. Like, come on. Where are we? It's so ridiculous that a stupid thing comes up, and yet they tell you it's making money. But apparently we'll still get guaranteed in 2 months. Is Game Pass profitable? Xbox is dead. It's just like Paris was. It's always gonna happen. Like, it's always gonna happen. This is the narrative we just keep getting fed. When the company is now worth $4 trillion, they make more in freaking profits than like 80% of the countries have GDP. But I'm supposed to worry about Microsoft making money off of Game Pass. Okay. I just don't care. I'm just so done with this bullshit.
All that research.
Take your stupidity and shove it. Like, whatever, dude. Game Pass is profitable because they're telling their shareholders it's profitable. It's illegal to say otherwise, and I don't give a shit beyond that. Right? You can keep trying to figure out nickel dime, whatever I don't care. Ubisoft also has a service, and they don't even bother putting in the lower tier. They put the full freaking tier game, everything, all the DLC, everything in that service. I don't hear anybody complaining about that. Is anybody sitting here going, "Oh my God, how are they going to survive? Oh my God!" No, that doesn't happen. No. EA Play, anyone? No. Just to put that in perspective, by the way, entire revenue of EA, $7.3 billion. Wow. The entire revenue now of Xbox was 21.5, right? So
yeah.
Just like, let's put these things in perspective and say, why are we worried? Why are we worried? Xbox is making twice the revenue of freaking Nintendo. Just stop already. Just stop. They're an undeniable force in gaming. That's just the way it is. The Xbox is dead narrative is stupid. Just stop. Just stop. Just go keep buying their games, because that's what you do anyway. Just keep buying their games on whatever platform. Whoopsies. I love that one. Xbox is dead, crushed under the weight of profitability. RIP.
Oh, we got a super chat that they want you to step up on this, Hargeet. But
Afropovic, £2. But Hargeet, that's not profit.
Like bottom lip.
Oh, I love it. Yeah, the narratives. This narrative is just ridiculous. Either way, it'll still keep coming around no matter what, because they have to talk about something negative about Xbox. It's just the way it is. It's going to come back.
Yep. Exactly. Oh, my goodness. KY Bob, your thoughts on this?
My thoughts, I'm officially over 200 subs. That's
Congratulations.
Right. I'm at 203 now. Thank you, everybody. Yeah, just stick it in the chat again. There you go.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I'm tired of hearing profit. You can't say profit, because until we know what it costs to run the beast that is Game Pass, it's a service, and we know it costs them nothing to put their first party games in there. Their first party games live in Game Pass. You can't say that Game Pass is helping to fund their game development, because PlayStation gamers are doing that on PlayStation. Their next games are being funded by those 6 games that are in the top 10 sales charts right now. So, yeah, I mean, just call it revenue. You can't say profit when you can't call a service profit, because PlayStation doesn't say how much it costs them to run PS Plus Premium. Ubisoft doesn't say how much it costs to run Ubisoft Plus premium. We don't know how much it costs to run these services. I can tell you it's nowhere near close to $5 billion. It can't be. And I thought Xbox gamers didn't buy games.
They don't.
But how are they the top publisher on both Xbox and PlayStation? If you're the top publisher on Xbox, how is that possible? They don't buy games on Xbox.
It's a miracle.
It's just
it's a miracle. I love it.
brain explodes. Can't believe it. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Ooh yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Was that supposed to keep going? Yeah, I can keep going. I can go all night long. Let's do this.
A little more. Go ahead. Then we'll get actual thoughts.
But yeah, I don't know. They're a $4 trillion company, and I don't think. Look, you're $4 trillion. I don't think that your layoffs had anything to do with that. It's a sad part of the business. I understand. Like I said, I started my career working at R&D and warranty claim for Asus when they had a location here in Kentucky, down in Riverport, and they're not there anymore. They moved on to the Silicon Valley, and now I'm in the automotive industry. So being in the automotive industry and having to deal with the unions, I know all about layoffs, and it sucks. But it is part of every industry on the planet. And there's no rhyme or reason, a way to make it justifiable. You just have to know that's part of the beast when it comes to the industry that you work in. It sucks. But I know that didn't have anything to do with their $4 trillion. You can't say that they laid off 9,000 people and that made it possible for them to be a $4 trillion company. Because trust me, those numbers aren't even in yet for how much they saved by laying those people off. That right there is just Game Pass and game sales on other platforms.
Yep.
I don't know. I just want everybody to be able to play every game everywhere, dude.
Yeah. It's happening.
10 years ago, I looked at it completely different, but today I'm just like, you know what? I don't care. There's so much turmoil in the world. The last thing any of us needs is to get it from some empowered fanboy who's on a soapbox about the plastic he chose on the store shelf. Come on, man. There are bigger things to worry about in this world. I just want to enjoy gaming with everybody else that games and not have a paywall of a console in between it. Just give me games, man. Kumbaya. All that fucking shit. Yeah.
Kumbaya and all that fucking shit.
Yes,
Alrighty.
sir.
All righty. Well, but before we get to Axel's thoughts on this, Axel, hold that thought 1 second. We got a couple of super chats that came up, and of course the Def Leppard's line there. You saw that. I'm sure it was Concord. Where's that profitability? Yeah. That one hurt. $4 billion mistake. But anyway, go for it.
All right. Dave Easy, $2. I see a stroker. Is this the Xbox Dead show? Nice. P-Lub, $2. Stop everything. Play my theme song.
Your theme song. Wait a minute. Where's it at? Hold up. Let's see. Here we go. Here we go. P-Lum's theme song.
See me rolling.
Watch him roll it. Watch him go. Watch him roll it. Watch him go. He be rolling down the street. He be rolling to the beat.
There you go, P-Lump.
Kind of rolling.
There you go. Hey, Farq, show P-Lump, the picture that you have. I know you got that picture, Andy. And we'll bring it up because I know he's already seen it, but there you go, P-Lump. And Gaz was on earlier. Gaz gifted a whole bunch of members. So thanks to Gaz. Gaz and his show did that. And when he was here, P-Lump, he said that you were his homie. You're his best homie, P-Lump. Farq, Gaz wanted to make sure everybody knew that you were his best friend. And I think it's really great that you can reach out to to guys like that, and you guys can, mend your ways, and and you guys, I mean, obviously you love him, so there we go. That's P-Lump. We're just kidding with you. See, P-Lump is the homie, and that's from Septic Sauce Gas himself. See, P-Lump, are you feeling loved? We love you, P-Lump. All right, moving on.
RC Polygons, $5. COD has the same issue. You see people call COD as dead every year. Then it's the most sold game, except when a Rockstar game comes out. It's a cycle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's that too. And it's starting again. We'll see. We'll see what happens with Battlefield 6. But hey, whatever. Afropovic, £2. They're the toppest on PlayStation. Okay. On PlayStation, Xbox sucks. Okay.
Thanks for super chat.
$5. My bad. I was asleep, but I don't know him, and I never knew him.
Well, I guess you were sleeping heavenly thoughts with your body pillow. That's what I'm thinking. You're sleeping so good with that body pillow. Oh my goodness. Day Rizzy. There you go. That's for you, buddy. There you go. There you go. And
if you like this video, please hit the like button.
Oh yeah. All right. So we got to get to Axel's thoughts on this. Axel, please tell us your thoughts on all this money that's coming in and what's going on.
Dang, let's see this. 500 million active users across platform and devices. Oh, that's S tier right there, man. S tier.
That's terrible.
We are now the top publisher on both Xbox and PlayStation this quarter, man. That's multi-platform mastery straight from Xbox, man. That's beautiful. That's beautiful stuff. Now they're playing in our, they're playing in our sandbox now. These newly converted Xbox gamers, because we just turned their plastic box into an Xbox. Or we did. Xbox did.
Can I add something to his comment that they're in our sandbox now?
Yeah.
I can't wait till they start complaining about the Gears of War players whooping their asses in the servers with wall bounces and gnashers to the face. Welcome to the Rumble.
That's right. That's right. They're going to discover what real life service is. Let's see. Game Pass annual revenue was nearly $5 billion for the first time. Oh man, all those guys that are like, "Oh, is Xbox sustainable?" Blah blah blah. They just got 360 no scoped by Satya Nadella, man. Taken out. Oh man, I thought this was everything that investors wanted to hear. This is everything that me as a gamer I want to hear, because I'm just a gamer, right? I may own a Microsoft stock here and there, maybe, maybe not, right? So I'd like to hear that from there. But as a gamer, I like to hear this because I'm subscribed to Game Pass, and Game Pass has been great for me, and I want it to keep being great for me. So the fact that it keeps making more money means that it's going to continue being great for me as well. So to me, that's the super important one. But yeah, 500 million active users. How many active users did Xbox have at the end of the Xbox One generation? Anybody remember? It was like less than 100 million, right? And everybody was laughing at Phil at that point when he was saying, our goal is to reach 3 billion gamers. He didn't say he was going to do it right away, but man, it looks like they're making quite the jump there. They're making quite the jump. Just saying,
Hashtag just saying.
So yeah, and those, this is backed up by those sales numbers. I mean, whenever you listen to other podcasts, all they talk about is Xbox, and according to those sales numbers, all they buy and play is Xbox. So they're obsessed. They're obsessed with Xbox. So shout out to them for helping making this quarter being amazing. I mean, what can I say that hasn't already been said? I love that Game Pass annual revenue was nearly $5 billion, because everybody's like, is Game Pass sustainable? Is it profitable? And it's like, you do know you're talking about Microsoft, who has buried more products into the digital graveyard than literally anybody else, maybe second to Google.
Yeah,
maybe, but Microsoft doesn't play. If something isn't making money, they bury it, and they bury it fast.
Yep.
And heartless.
If it's not working, they get rid of it.
So that should answer your question right there on that. So yeah.
There you go.
So the console war is over. Xbox doesn't console war anymore. They console conquer two of them. So just say.
There you go. There you go. I like it. I like it a lot. Goodness. We got a couple more super chats. Thank you all for doing that. Appreciate you greatly. And if you get a chance to, please subscribe to Axel's channel. Please, he's getting closer. P-Lump.
Oh, Dave Reezy, $2. P-Lump's Triangle of Trust. Steve Ballmer, Gaz, and him.
Oh, that's right. I remember seeing the pictures with him and Steve Ballmer too, because Steve Ballmer emailed him or called him. He called him. That's what he said. He said he called him. There you go. Which I mean, I get it. He had like a whole bunch of returned Red Ring of Death systems, and so there you go. So interesting. P-Lump, have you subscribed to Iconic Video Games? Click on that link and subscribe to Axel's channel, please. I know you need to. I know you want to, because you don't want to miss out on some good content. So please, and maybe someday Axel will have you on his show. But you need to make sure that you subscribe to his channel. Everybody needs to subscribe to both Axel and KY Bob, and of course to Hargeet Chani. Hargeet Chani's channel's on fire. When he does drop stuff, you want to know about it, because it's some seriously good stuff. Something
up there, right?
You do. I know.
All right, Afro again, £2. That was what a Sony pony would say, by the way.
There you go.
And I think that's this one, right? They're the toppest on PlayStation, Xbox.
We hope that that they would actually do some pretty good numbers on their own platform, but unfortunately, that's the bigger sellers on PlayStation right now is Xbox games put out by Microsoft Corporation. Just the truth hurts.
Got a question for the panel. Before we head out, we're
not heading out, but you go ahead. Go ahead.
So, console wars are dead. What do we call this next iteration?
I mean,
services or platform?
Platform wars.
Content wars too. Yeah, it's a good one.
I like the word content.
Yeah. When it comes down to it, and the next, there's rumored that Iron Lords were all over tonight. They were talking about the next King David seems to be pretty convinced that the next, and so does Colt Eastwood. He seems pretty convinced too. The Gaz covered it on his show yesterday, which is a good read if you get a chance to listen to that. It's a good one. Talking about that the next PlayStation that's in the works, that's probably not going to be out for a while, but it actually could be a lower end console. I mean, it has some good bells and whistles on it, but
get into that if you want to. I kind of know a bit about it, but yeah.
Oh yeah, that'd be great. Well, I'll say my little part, and then we'll let you take it over and take the subject from there. But apparently it's the PlayStation's going to go for the affordability type route. In other words, trying to keep it to where the average person can get into, almost like what Xbox did this last gen that supposedly held everybody back. Hargeet, it was the Series S held everybody back. They destroyed gaming. Why would Sony want to do the same thing? Your thoughts?
Well, okay, so let's get into the background of what's going on there. Yes. This is all rumor. It's not substantiated yet. Okay,
we'll put that in
so chat. From some documentation that leaked from 2023. Okay, so this is a while ago, and when Pisser was being made, right? So there was a potential of what the next PlayStation would be, the next, the PS6. There's also some specs for a portable from PlayStation. We also got some leaks of what Xbox is bringing in their new platform. This is a platform that Sarah Bond just talked about several months ago, right? She not even several months ago. It was after June Showcase, right? It was she came out and said, "Hey, we have this AMD partnership," right? So just from what we understand. Again, this is all like from leaks and rumors, and any of this could change. There's a portable. Well, we already know about a portable from Xbox, and what they're doing there is they had their own, and they decided to drop that and they went with the OEM partnership with Asus, at least to start, right? And so we have the ROG Ally Xbox coming, right? That's coming in the fall, right? And imminently in the next few weeks, we're gonna get the prices and the release dates and all that stuff, right, at Gamescom. So that's cool. We have that. And then Xbox, it has, they also had two paths on what they would do for their console. And the console they decided was a better option to make a platform and allow their partners to use that as well as themselves. And that platform is Project Magnus, right? And that's the stuff that we've been seeing leaked out. So now what do we kind of see from a performance perspective? There's, again, this is all kind of rumor, guys, that there's a PS6 that's targeting a lower amount of power usage, and they're looking at a lower amount of cores than what Magnus is going to do. So essentially, what they're targeting is an 8-core Zen 6. This is AMD's CPU technology, with a RDNA 5 based GPU, all in an APU. It's all going to be one package. And we don't know the full counts, but 40 to 48 compute units for their GPU component. The equivalent on the Xbox side will be 11 cores. And again, this is all rumor, 11 cores of Zen 6 and 68 RDNA 5, but UDNA. And I think they're both going to be UDNA, but either way, RDNA 5 compute units. So you right there have a kind of a big difference. If you want to compute that in sort of where it might land in the T-flops range, and again, T-flops don't necessarily matter. I want to be very clear about that, but it'll be sort of the mid 30s for PS6. It'll be in the sort of 50 range for Xbox, for Magnus. So you can kind of gauge from there what that might look like. So that's kind of what they're driving towards. There's, again, this is all speculative, right? That they are looking at 160 for the memory. It's 160 bit for the memory bandwidth versus 192 bit. It may be that, it may not be. We will see. And again, this is from 2023. That could have changed. All of this could have changed for the PS6 side of it, right? The leaks suggest a Pisser 2.0, which is really Amethyst. We already know about that project, but I think that's all been scrapped since then. I think they've come out and said we're going to scrap Pisser altogether, and we're just going to go to FSR, right? So that, I assume, is going to be the PS6 standard. They're not going to do any form of Pisser anymore. That's just going to go away. And because even PS5 Pro is going to now move over to FSR 4, right? So I think that's going to be the path forward. I'm assuming that they're going to just scrap anything to do with Pisser as well. All right. So now, as far as equivalent performance, if you wanted to try to tie it down, again, don't take this sacrosanct, but if you wanted to tie it down to an equivalent NVIDIA, because NVIDIA is a little different than AMD. On the AMD side, your PS6 is going to be like a 7900. Your Xbox is going to be like an 8900. Your RTX version, it'll be like a maybe 4070, 4080 on the PS6 side. A 4080, 4080 Ti Super closing in on 90, 4090 on the Xbox side. Now, again, it's not equivalent, right? Just be clear about that. It's not a 4090. It's not a 4090, but it's getting close to that level. And a lot of that in the ray tracing part will be a little bit potentially better on the Xbox side, potentially. And this is all from stuff from the years ago. Just keep that in mind. So we don't know what this is ultimately going to look like, but that is kind of what we're seeing. So you see a lot of specs here. Just be also cautious that some of this could have absolutely changed. That they could all be adopting whatever Xbox is doing as well. But that is kind of where it is. So that would give it quite a bit of a difference in performance. But again, these are both really good. Let's just put it that way. They're really good. The portable is it's sort of an equivalent to the ROG Ally, but a little bit different in that it's a higher rev of RDNA, right? So the ROG Ally Xbox, essentially the current version of Z2 Extreme, is sort of RDNA 3.5 ish in that range. This would be a 5 RDNA 5, so it would benefit from capabilities that come with that, obviously. So we would expect it to do a little bit better, right? But it's targeting the same kind of range. It's not looking to be that different. The ROG Ally, the extreme version, is, I think it's 16 CUs. This is somewhere between 12 and 20. Is that kind of what they're saying here?
Mhm.
Yeah, 12 and 20, right? So it's in that range. The thing that's a little concerning is the Zen 6 cores are 4. I don't know if I buy that, but maybe that's the case. Because I think the Z2 Extreme is more. So that's kind of a little odd, but okay, fair enough. And maybe they can just make it up by new capabilities that come with the Zen 6 versus the current, right? So but that is kind of where they're targeting this. These price ranges are interesting, right? So it might be that for $400 to $500 for that. The PS6 could be in that 600-ish range. I think they're going to try to keep away from the 700 range. But we will see. And as far as like the release time frame, it's looking like a 27, 28 for kind of both of these. So that is kind of the path there. With Project Magnus, it is apparently going to, and again, this is all rumors, going to start releasing next year with partner devices. As far as pricing, this is going to be kind of an interesting one, but it could end up being in that 600 to 700 range as well. It is as far as the Xbox version, which is supposed to be in 27, they are definitely looking to not be at 1,000. I don't know if it comes in at $800 or $900. I don't think they're going to go that far. I think this kind of competes at the same level. Again, they're not going to take a bath on this at all. So I think it'll be in that, wherever they can make the components work to that 700-ish, 600-ish level. But for what you're getting, think about how much a 4080 costs.
Yeah.
Think about the equivalent of, the equivalent AMD GPU alone, right? That's very good for what you're getting here. Getting a 7900, getting an 8900. These are pretty expensive on their own, and you're getting a CPU and you're getting memory, which both are looking at 24 to 32. I guess the Xbox is kind of looking to solidify at 32, but all that's still up in the air. But that's how much memory they're gonna have. GDDR7. We will see how that all works out. But these are pretty impressive. Both of them are pretty impressive. At least the Orion and the Magnus. Even if you take like the slightly lower CU count, that's not bad. It's not bad, right? So when you compare that to a PC, with a 4070 or even a 5070 or something like that, it's pretty good. That's a pretty good amount of compute power. So this should do really well. They're trying to make sure they don't have as much power draw. Xbox's side, instead of 160, they're looking at maybe 200, maybe more. They're not necessarily as concerned about the power draw. They're trying to give you just raw compute power, right? So, and this will hopefully be both a console and the hybrid PC thing, right? So we'll see how that plays out. But for those who want more PC capability, you'd have that as an option. For those who want the straight out console capability, you'd have that. But that would be the kind of power level they're targeting, which is really, really good. Essentially at that kind of point, you're looking at path tracing being available, ray tracing being kind of more standard. So you will have that kind of availability on both of the top end boxes here. As far as their handheld, it's to be seen, right? I don't know what RDNA 5 is going to, in real life, actually give us, right? There's always paper estimates of what these things can do. And then when you get it in your hand, there's like, what did it actually give you, right? So We will see, right? So I don't know how well that's going to work out. And the price points, again, this is all like theoretical, right? $500 portable that gives you that much power is kind of crazy. $400 for something like that is also extremely crazy. Just think that the Switch 2 is $450, right? So I don't know that I buy these prices, but we'll see, right? You could do the same thing that they're doing with the ROG, where there's a low tier that's much lower performance, and then the sort of extreme tier, which gives you the full performance. Then maybe you could see that, and then probably be in that same range of price though, $800-900 for that top tier, and you can get the $500 version that's much lower power. But again, all to be seen. So that's kind of the breakdown of what I understand of it, at least. So anything that I missed, I think that's about right. That's about everything.
Covers it pretty good. But thanks to Axel for bringing us those stats there of what the leaks are. So I appreciate that. Thanks, Axel, for sending me that, so I can pull that up. Quick thing to say, Axel's now 21 away from hitting 500 on his subscribers.
Nice.
So please do us a big favor. If you're out there watching us live or even listening later, click on the link in the description below, and please subscribe to this man's channel. We want to get him over 500 so he can start doing some great things on his channel, do some monetization and getting some icons, stuff like that. Because I don't know about you, but I need some Master Chief icons on his channel. I need those in a big way. So please make sure you guys do that. Just subscribe. It doesn't cost anything. It's free to subscribe. Hargeet, there is a super chat, and then we're going to get to the panel members' thoughts on this.
All right. So just make sure I get the right one, because I think this is gifted that we have to talk about right first. That's the next one, right? Yeah.
MT Maverick. Thank you, sir.
Gifts 10 WebDave memberships.
Thank you, sir.
And then Afro again, 5 pounds. Magnus Opus. Nice. Best and last Xbox, 600 pounds, 699 pounds. Caught.
Yep. Yep. Very, very, very good. I like that. That super chat was pretty good. All right. Who wants to go first? Axel, you want to go first on this one?
Sure. I'll go first real quick.
Go for it.
All right. I think the PS6 console being weaker spec for the first time, not really keeping up with the competition, is odd. Because Sony has always tried to match Xbox on being the better console. Because I just find that odd that they're suddenly planning to be weaker, knowing that the leaks of Magnus is putting Xbox quite powerful in comparison. But maybe they could get the same performance without having to be brute force style, right? Because the Sony ecosystem is closed, and it's probably going to stay closed. They're not going to merge the Windows kernel on there probably, and merge all these other stores in there. So maybe they don't need as powerful of a console to get the same results, is what I'm thinking. But with that being said, I'm always excited for next gen. I'm kind of like so shocked. This gen started in 2020, and we're going to start seeing this stuff in 2028. Xbox, I think we're sitting, I've heard as early as 2026. But I don't want that. I kind of want to stick with my series, because it's still good. Come on, I need an 8-year gen. I need 8-year generations. Just because hardware's expensive, man, and I got it all. So with all this hardware launching, every year's expensive, So I'm kind of hoping they'll maybe they'll do a staggered launch. Maybe Xbox will launch sooner, like the 360 did, before the PS3 did, and hopefully that will help. But I think this is exciting. I think it's great that they're trying to lower the power draw. That's great, because this PS5 does eat that power up quite significantly.
Yeah.
As far as the handheld, I'm going to be real with you. I am not going to buy the handheld Sony because they're going to kill it. They're going to kill it. Just like they killed the PSP. Just like they killed the PS Vita. Sony just does not support their non-console devices, just like PSVR 1 died, PSVR 2 is dead. I just don't see Sony supporting 2 devices for the entire generation. I just don't see
Right.
it. So as much as I love handhelds, and I really do, the last Sony handheld I bought was a PSP, and I loved it. I loved all of it. But ever since they killed it for no reason, I was just, what? What do you mean it didn't meet sales expectations? Because they're still in the console war. They care about unit sales. I just I think it looks great, and it could be $400 for all I care. I'm still not buying it because they just have a bad history. Sorry, Sony, not my fault. You have a reputation. That's your reputation you built over the last 20 years. So I'm definitely looking at the PS6 console, the PS6 handheld. They just aren't going for it. Now, as far as let's go over to Xbox. What is it called? Magnus? Like Magnus Opus?
Magnus.
That's pretty cool.
Magnus, yeah.
Yeah. Zen 6 3-nanometer process. That is going to produce some heat. Holy cow. That thing is going to be running hot. 68 compute units. That's awesome. That's great. Now, Hargeet, did you say that it's targeting 5080?
Yeah, so it's essentially it's an 8900. It's like the AMD 8900 XTX or something like that. Equivalent performance would be something in that range of 5080, potentially like 4080 Super, 4090 level in that for ray tracing performance. For rasterization, though, yeah, it'd be in that 4080 Super, 5080-ish range.
That's cool. That's gonna be more advanced than my PC right now. I'm gonna have to upgrade the PC again. So yeah, I think that's super cool. And of course, with Xbox, you're gonna get the full backwards compatibility, which I think is great because now we have 4 gens of Xbox. We're gonna have 5 gens of Xbox played, and I'd love to see some of this. I love my old school gaming. Like I love the auto HDR that the Xbox is using and all that stuff. I wonder if they're gonna add any more to the new one to make some of these older games look even better for me.
Yep.
So I am definitely gonna get that, and hopefully they call it something cool like the Magnus Opus. That'd be great.
That'd be pretty funny, right?
That'd be great, man.
Xbox Magnus.
Oh, yeah. I mean, what are they going to call it? I mean, you got the Xbox 360, the Xbox One, the Xbox Series X. What's next?
Who knows?
I don't know.
We'll
the Xbox PC. Oh, there we go. All right.
Love it.
Thanks, Axel. Appreciate your input. And thanks for being on tonight, too. This is awesome having you here as well.
Axel, just to add, most of the times the console that wins the generation is usually the least performant as far as the actual raw performance. The PS2 is the least performant. The Wii was absolutely the least performant, right?
Yes, it was.
The Switch is the absolute least performant, right? It doesn't necessarily matter. It just it matters what games you have. That's generally what drives it, right? So but either way.
but I love this too because like a big reason why I'm an Xbox gamer is because I feel that Xbox pushes the boundaries more than anybody else.
Yeah.
As far as technology is concerned, right? And that's why I love them. Like outside of controller gimmicks, nobody's doing more for the gaming industry, pushing the limits more than Xbox, I think.
There you go. There you go. I'll have to agree with that. KY Bob, your thoughts on these leaks and rumors and speculation?
Yeah. As a tech head, I'm getting ready to poke holes in this. This leak for both, it just it looks to me like it was typed up by a fanboy because so 3 times faster than a base PS5, comparable to an RTX 4080. We were all disappointed with the 4080. The 4080 sucked. The 4080 Super was the card we should have gotten as the 4080 release. And like Hargeet was talking about, the 4080 Super Rasterization performance is on par with a 5080. The only thing you really get in the 5080 is you get that multi-frame gen. Every other aspect of DLSS 4 is available to you. The models, everything else, it's all available to you on the 40 series. Zen 6 cores. We know that we see this hardware in the PC space first. That's why when the Xbox Series consoles and the PS5 came out, they were rocking Zen 2. And 7 days later, Zen 3 hit the market for PCs. So saying that you're being developed with an architecture of a CPU that they've barely scratched the surface about talking about in the PC space, to me sounds suspect. I don't see Zen 6, nor do I see the benefit of Zen 6 over Zen 4. For anybody that knows, after Zen 4, they started going kind of the Intel route. Zen 5 uses C cores and then main cores, where you got your E cores and your P cores on Intel. With Zen 5, they started going C cores and main cores. It's just, yeah, I don't see Zen 6, and I don't see the point of Zen 6 on a console. I really don't. Lower power draw, negative 160 watts. No, maybe 80. Maybe 80. I don't see, especially when you're talking about 0 to 48 compute units. 0 to 48. Did we really think they're going to release this console with 0 compute units? No. I mean, I believe the handheld 12 to 20.
I think that's
better
a typo because it's supposed to be 40 to 48.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't see that low of a power draw. I see maybe 80, cutting 80 off of it. Yeah. Backwards compatibility, that's no big deal with PS4, PS5. We're talking about x86 architectures from 4 on. So that's not really that big. Give me I'm really pumped about the AI chip that's going to be going into the Xbox consoles and the Xbox portables, because that AI chip, I think, is going to handle a lot of hardware level emulation to open up more backwards compatibility with the consoles before they hit x86. So yeah, I mean, I'll believe it when I see it, but the Zen 6 to me is a little suspect. And yeah, I don't see less than 160 watts. We're not talking about a handheld, or we're talking about a console. And we know they get hot right now. PS6 handheld, codename Canis. I would expect it to outperform the ROG Ally X, because the Xbox Ally X outperforms the ROG Ally X. The Ally X is a 12 compute unit Zen 1 Extreme. The Xbox Ally X is a 16 compute unit Z2 AI Extreme. So yeah, that you beat the ROG Ally X 3 years after it came out. Woo! Okay, yeah, good job. I'm sorry. But yeah. Other than that, I mean, I don't know. I think this is really it's really shooting for the moon. Because, like I said, especially with the CPU architecture, they barely started talking about Zen 6 in the forums, let alone anything hardware level right now on the PC. So we'll see. I don't see it being on par with desktops. I really don't. I don't see it being the same generation as desktops, because that's never happened. They've always been at least one generation behind, and I don't see the benefit of 6 over 5 on a console. I really don't. You're not trying to do all that shit in the background that you do on a PC. So yeah, I think 5 would be fine. 4 would be fine. Solid cores, not C cores that can handle all the stuff happening in the background, and main cores that can handle the stuff that you're currently doing on screen.
Yeah.
I think it's just bigger. The bigger the number, the better. But when you don't really need that bigger number, why would you make your console? Why would you grab the newest architecture that's going to make your console more expensive? It makes no sense. Only get what you need. And we really passed the frame rate limiter up to 120 frames when we hit Zen 3.
Yeah.
I got a 4080 Super with a Ryzen 9 Zen 3. Dude, I 150 frames all the time. No problem.
Nice.
So you don't really need that. You don't need that. I don't think they will go for something they don't need because it's going to make their consoles more expensive and less accessible to the consumer. I don't see the Zen 6. I think somebody was just reaching for the stars on that one.
There you go. There you go. All right. Well, guys, that's just about wraps up the show tonight. Got a lot of great topics, great panel, fantastic things. Few things to point out to you. Just let everybody know that it's looking really good next week for our members that are going to be on the panel members for next week. Looking like, not confirmed 100%. He says he's going to let me know on Monday. So but I'm going to go and tease him out because he's usually pretty good about making it happen. So looks like we're gonna have with us Shaun 786 will be returning next week along with his cohort on TTS, the one and only the legend Dirt Griggity. You know the one.
If you like this video, please hit the like button.
Bang.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
Exactly.
cool.
Oh, and if Shaun makes it next week, oh boy, it's going to be extremely messy. Just saying. Looking forward to that. But man, what a great show. Now, I do have a little clip I'm going to play here in a few minutes that Joey from We Bleed Green sent us and posted. I thought it was pretty damn funny. It's kind of a reminder about how things are going for the PlayStation Network. One of my hard drives is unlogging and logging back in. Weird. Okay. But anyway, so big shout out to everybody that's watching. Over 350 people watching us live right now. Thank you all so much for being here. Thanks to all the wonderful members gifts that we got tonight and the super chats. Thank you so much for doing that. Greatly appreciate it. We're going around the horn, and please subscribe to both of these guests tonight. They're getting closer to their goals, and we really want to help them get over the top. So please do them a favor and actually go ahead, and they're in the description below. So if you're listening later on audio, whether it be on iTunes or iHeartRadio or SoundCloud or wherever it is that you listen to your audio, please make sure you click the link in that description and subscribe to these wonderful members of the community. We greatly appreciate both of them for being on tonight. Axel 1324, sir, please tell everybody all about your shows and also where they can reach out to you and when you are on live.
All right. Yes. So I run a game called youtube.com/Axel1324. You can find it either Axel1324 or Iconic Video Games Podcast. You have to use the word podcast on there. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So we are on every Friday night at 8 p.m. Eastern on the Iconic Video Games Podcast. It is a show inspired by top 10 lists where we pick a topic and we just talk about the best games that we have played in that topic.
Doggy Dog 420's on there too, right?
What's that?
Doggy Dog 420's on that.
Oh,
show
yes.
too, right?
Doggy Dog 420's on there with me. We also have Death Dealer on there if you're a fan of her. And
yes,
Roy Matumbo from England is on there. He's super awesome. He's rarely on there, but when he can, because he's from England, when he can stay awake or has a case of insomniac, he jumps in, and he is awesome, by the way.
There you go.
So yes, that's on Iconic Video Games every Friday night at 8 p.m. Eastern. And then on Sunday mornings, on the opposite side of the Dave Show, at 9 a.m. Eastern, is Good Morning Xbox, where you can join myself, Cool Cat Terry, Eternal Shaddai, Fastback, and whenever he has time, Dreadpool.
That's right.
We talk about, it's a news roundup show, so we do talk about the news, the Xbox news in specific that has hit the list, and we tease each other, and oh my god, this morning was great. You guys should have been there.
You guys were a little messy this morning, but that's all right, in a fun way.
Yes, in a fun way. We love each other. So yeah, if you guys can subscribe, I am up to 479 subscribers. I only need 21 more to break 500. Please subscribe, guys. I'd really love to reach 500. Thank you. And again, WEBDAVE HARGEET, thank you guys so much for having me on here. And KY Bob, nice to do a show with you, man.
There you go. There you go. It was awesome. I love always bringing members of the community together to get to meet each other and stuff. So, KY Bob, please tell everybody where they can reach out to you, where they can find you, and what shows you're going to be on, sir.
Yeah, it's KY Bob across all gaming platforms. PlayStation, Xbox. You can find me at Steam. To be honest with you, I'm not really sure where I use the space and where I use the underscore and whether it was between the Y and the B or the K and the Y and the Y, but it's KY Bob in some form. I'm trying to get those put into my channel description, the different ways that I've had to do it, because apparently there's other KY Bobs out there that I couldn't use it the way I wanted to use it. Imposters. Yeah. We do a show called Game Set Live on Wednesday nights at 8:00, and accidentally Wednesday is Hump Day, so what's the little hump day without KY and the boys, but KY stands for Kentucky, but I've heard it used all different ways, and whatever opens up context and communication channels between two people, I'll take it. You can use me as the lube, I don't care.
Yeah,
use me as the state,
right,
whatever.
Anyway,
but yeah, we're this coming week will be episode 126. I've gained 7 subscribers. Tonight I'm at 206 right now. Awesome. Thank you everybody for the support. I've been doing as many guest appearances as possible here lately. And I've also started a new playlist on my channel called Streaming with Bob. Once or twice a week, I want to start just doing game streams of play tests and demos that people may not be aware of, or games that maybe I don't think are getting the attention they deserve. Because, everybody needs to be opened up to new experiences and new genres that they're not comfortable with. Push the boundaries, and that's what I'm here for. And thank you again, WEBDAVE HARGEET CHANI, pillars of the community. Axel 1324. It was fun to do a show with you, brother. Good luck on your endeavors. I haven't subscribed yet, but I will right now. And
there you go.
Great times, baby. Great times.
Thank you.
Exactly. And of course, KY Bob, when you say his name,
That's what she said.
you got to make sure you throw that in there as well. Hargeet, please tell everybody where they can reach out to you, where they can buy your book, and where they can reach out to you on Discord, my friend.
Yeah, so my channel is Hargeet Chani 1. If you want to subscribe to my channel on YouTube, shop.chani.us for my book, HChani on Discord and Xbox. I actually have that on PlayStation as well, but I don't have a PlayStation, so good luck with that. And as far as the next thing, I'll be on with Boom on Wednesday, 7 p.m. U.S. Eastern Time on Double Barrel Gaming. Sorry, that conflicts with your thing too. It is what it is.
Sorry.
And then I'll be on with the See Money and Doodle on Friday at 8 p.m. ish, U.S. Eastern Time, on Point for Gamers. And then we're skipping again next week with Fonz, but we will be back the week after. So
nice.
Look for that. But then we'll be back next week on Sunday, right? To
we will be here.
See how
Sunday.
Xbox is dead again.
Yep. I see how they're dead again. Yep. It was Shaun 786. And hopefully Dirk Griggity, both of them are going to try and be here. We'll see. I'll let everybody know as soon as I get a definite confirmation. We'll get that video locked and loaded, as it were. Thanks everybody for being here. Amazing chat as always. I do want to play just a little something at Joey. I love Joey from Weebly Green. He says it's incredible that nothing really changes since 2023. They are still waiting for their games. Crazy, ain't it? And this is just a little reminder clip. We'll play part of this of what the poor ponies have been having to go through. We'll put that up here as we fade off into the sunset.
Not MBG, a Solid Snake.
Exactly.
Or Liquid Snake.
The classics.
Or whatever snake.
Today is Christmas time. It's Christmas.
It's Christmas.
Woo! Bro, they gonna add the sizzle. Look at this. This is called presentation Xbox. This is called presentation Xbox. This is what you do when you got the games, boy. When you got the sauce, this is what you do, boy.
You should tell your friend he should stop pumping it in the wind and start pumping it at the gym.
Let's fucking go, people. It is that fucking time.
Got fucking goosebumps, man.
Gay!
It's lit. It's litty.
Man, they
It's
were still
litty.
on a
Let's
high,
go.
weren't they?
Everybody hold tight. We in for a ride.
And here we
Go.
Here we go. Captured on PC.
Not actual gameplay.
Developers are just scratching the surface of what's possible with the gaming experiences that they create. Now, what you've all been waiting for.
Yo, this is it. They are going down. It's the end. It's over. Remember this moment.
Dude, I think Sony's saving all the first party stuff for the end.
I'm afraid I've got some bad news.
What is this? Are they literally copying Splatoon? You shameless bastards! All you did was copy Splatoon! Ooh. And this doesn't even look as good as Splatoon! Ooh. Are you fucking kidding me? Square Enix, take that bullshit back the way you came from! Ooh.
Now they about to get started.
Oh,
now they
getting
really
started.
about to get started.
Here we go. It's starting, Hargeet.
Yo, this is for everyone. This is an E for everyone show. What's included to the party? Yo, Parappa, do you really think Sony's the same? I don't know, King. It's fucking mighty unfamiliar. Yo, they try to do their own evolve.
I guess they're like, we'll show a couple first parties at the end. Let's see.
Oh, here we go. He's so excited.
Herman Holst?
Oh, is it going to be? What's it going to be? What's it going to be?
Maybe. Nope, not yet.
Oh.
Back again? Pathetic.
The excitement.
Extermination.
They're gonna hit us with these indie hits, and then they're gonna hit us with those bangers back to back, back to back.
And this is the third cat game I've seen today.
Yo, you stupid. Hey, he ain't lying. He ain't lying. Back to back. It's gotta be Spider-Man.
Gran Turismo movie. Not doing the movie. Yo, the king is victorious. Hold the line.
Back to back.
The best Gran Turismo players in the world will compete for a place in racing history.
Back to back.
This matchup is great.
I'm gonna make this pony disappear.
I'm
the best.
Ta-da!
It's
gone. Back to back.
What? Nigga, they showing a Gran Turismo movie trailer. Oh my.
Back to back. These niggas have lost their mind. These have lost it. A showcase like this, we love it. This is great. 10 out of 10. PlayStation. Let me be the first one to tell you this shit stinks. It's dog. This showcase sucks. Who do you think we are? We just gonna lay down and be like, oh yeah, I love it.
Joining us today.
Shut up, Jim.
Get the fuck out of my sight before I demolish you.
I have a few announcements to share. At PlayStation, innovation is our passion.
Oh, here we
Later
go.
this year, we will launch a dedicated device that enables you to stream any game from your PS5 console.
It's the PlayStation 5 Wii U, bro.
Also pleased to reveal our first ever PlayStation earbuds.
Dude,
We hope today's showcase demonstrates our continued.
Oh no, not that song.
So sad.
continued commitment.
Not the
and
Final Fantasy
delivering
Perfect.
You must be upset. Say it.
I'm upset.
I'm upset.
Louder!
I'm upset.
Louder!
I'm upset.
Stop showing me earbuds. Stop showing me earbuds.
I want to thank all of you for your unwavering support for PlayStation.
Betrayal.
Nothing's happening. Something about a tablet. Nothing's happening. It's over. A lot of people in the audience look pissed.
I told you guys, hey, it goes to Shishima gonna be there, and we're gonna have 1,200 new.
I give it. I'm gonna tell you. I give it a 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10.
Cocaine is a hell of a drug.
Let's go. Let's go.
Oh my gosh.
Watch closely as I apply treatment to the first child.
Sit down! You're supposed to show me games. Where is Faction? Where is the shit Blue Point was making? Where is Twisted Metal?
No Death Stranding 2? I don't understand. No mention of T-Lu Faction. Don't remind us about Wolverine. I don't understand.
What the fuck happened to you, man? Your ass used to be beautiful.
I don't feel like we overhyped it. Jim Ryan already stated in 2020 they're working closely with Rockstar Games. Yeah, I think it's coming, right? I think GTA is today, okay? I think it's when they come out and they make their announcement. I don't feel like we overhyped it.
I am unhappy right now.
I'm upset.
You know, this show has made me lose some faith in PlayStation.
Because you dressed up like Solid Snake, you loser.
Up your Bible and you say your prayers, and it didn't get you anywhere.
I came into this thinking that it was going to be a hard-fought battle, but the champ is yeah, man, it's over for these dudes. They told me hold the line. It's gonna be a problem. It's gonna break through next week. Next week here, man. I'm still standing, baby. Still champion, baby. Everything on the show was coming to Xbox. So I can't give them no wins there. Somebody said Snake Eater. That's on Xbox. Boy.
On Fantasy.
Oh yeah, that's that. We saw that already. That shouldn't have been there. You don't get no wins for showing me the same dance moves you was doing before. I ain't gonna lie. This has been the most disappointing PlayStation show I've ever seen. And I want y'all to go make a faces about that.
Xbox is violent, it seems like. They
wilding hard, bro.
They're in full coke right now.
They're in full coke.
Coming to Xbox.
That's the count.
That's a fake laugh.
I live streamed this, and for some reason, I had a bunch of
Salty Xbox fanboys
constantly spamming PlayStation 5 is dead, Xbox better. So
Xbox better. I remember everybody doing that.
You know
for
what,
a while.
Xbox fanboys. Next up is the Xbox showcase. We'll see how that turns out. But certainly, my curiosity is stoked.
I am hideous.
You are horrifying to look at.
Frit would like you to notice you, senpai. Oh, dude, are you talking about that dude that's obsessed with my mouth? Dude, this guy's fucking weirdly obsessed with my mouth and teeth, bro. It's like it makes me nervous. I gotta admit, it makes me nervous. Like, what is this guy's angle?
There we go. There we go.
You guys are in my DM. King, what will we do? We will hold the line.
That was a fun way to end the show. Don't you think? I had to play those guys. Just a reminder. Just a reminder how far we've come this generation. And
no.
Exactly.
That was so good.
I know. I love it. It never gets old. Never, ever gets old. Oh my goodness. Well, guys, thanks again. Please do this.
If you like this video, please hit the like button.
And thanks for everybody for joining us tonight on the Gamers Council. We appreciate each and every one of you. We're gonna send you over to Vera. She's doing a playthrough right now. So check that out if you want to stay in the gaming community. Hang on. Let's go. Let's rock and roll. Please subscribe to everybody. Hargeet. You're the man. We survived another one, my friend. We did it. We did it. I still got to work on my outro. It's still the intro, but that's all right for tonight anyway. Thanks for joining us live on the Gamers Council.
Game over.